Welcome to the Skool Morning Show with Eric and Jenna. Hey, hey, hey.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Skool Morning Show with Eric and Jenna. We are sleepy, so we're grabbing some coffee. You know what I realized this morning? I don't know if I like coffee anymore. Isn't that strange? Over the last few weeks, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because Aldi stopped carrying the cafe whatever that I like. And so I had to switch to a different brand, and it's just not hitting the same. I'll drink like 3 or 4 sips, and then I'm done. I'll never even finish the full cup anymore.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy talk because it's not like ever since I've known you, it's been really important to have your Cafe Bustelo.
I know. Marty's here with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, but I like tea and LaCroix. I may just completely jump off coffee at some point. We'll see.
Wow.
I am.
I have not been drinking coffee only because during the summer I don't think I drink coffee. I am the type of person where I would have to have it cold because it's too hot to drink hot coffee for me.
Yes.
And I am also the person that is gets so wrapped up in being busy that I would have an iced coffee, but then it would melt and then it would just be water and coffee, and I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah, that's not
So-
good. That's not
Yeah.
good. That's not good at all. Well, hey everybody, welcome to the show. If you want to chat with us, this is a live stream. This will be our last actual live stream until a week or from tomorrow, because we're not going to be here. It's going to be pre-recorded for a while. But this one's actually live, and if you do want to talk to us, we will talk back like this. Let me show you an example. We got our first comment from Marty. He was, yes, I was here live chilling with the Skool Morning Show. What that's referring to, if you've not been here before, is we do this thumbnail thing where if you say the secret phrase and only the secret phrase, you will be put in the thumbnail. Yesterday we had 9 people to put in the thumbnail. It was the most we ever did. It took, I'm going to be honest, it took a few tries. So,
Well, not 9 people, all right? So there's me and you, and then there's 6 people and a cat.
And a cat.
Because
Yeah.
of Jesse's request.
Well, that cat is Jesse as in cat version.
Yes.
It's the spirit of Jesse.
That was crazy.
But it took a few tries, but that's okay. And then also, I want to remind everyone that you can help us out by liking this live stream. You can also subscribe. That would be really, really helpful. I'm not even going to say the number this time. I'm just going to let you tell me if you subscribe what number you are. And also, send this to a schooler who you think needs to be better at onboarding their community.
Or
So just send it to me.
canceling.
Or canceling.
They message you if you can.
Or send this to a schooler who keeps getting card declines in their community and they don't know what to do about it.
Or a person that's on Skool.
Just send it to anybody. Send it to your mom.
Yeah, I would also can we just have a shout out for all the grandmas out there,
Sure.
I would really like grandmas to be on here hearing us talk about chaos and school.
Well, hello, grandmas, if you're listening. We appreciate you. You are the matriarch of our families, and thank you for existing.
Exactly.
Here's a few more comments. We got Jesse was here live chilling, and once again, another cat. So does that mean you want us to make you a cat again?
Yeah. Just hello, I was live here chilling with the Skool Morning Show, and here's also a cat.
Also, never stop sending cat pictures. I appreciate them. Marty says good morning, and I updated all the points from yesterday's review for your About page. That's cool.
Oh, sweet.
Look at that. I like it. Action.
Yep.
We got action going on here. So today, like I said, who you're going to send this to, today we're talking about retention type tactics. Well, tactics is not really a good word. Strategies maybe. So we're going to be talking about onboarding practices. We're going to be talking about what to do with card declines. We're going to be talking about cancellations. I don't know. All kinds of stuff like that. We're going to be talking about cows.
Fatality.
Oh my goodness. You actually just got onboarded, everybody, to the show.
Yeah.
Eric
Congrats.
onboards you every morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you like that?
Yeah. Now, if you cancel, that's another story.
Yeah. Just, if you do decide to cancel, leave us a 5-star review.
Hey, you can't incentivize that. I don't want the red
No,
banner.
no, I didn't say like I'm not gonna give them nothing. I'm saying before they leave us a tip or something.
Leave us an honest review.
Yeah, an honest 5-star review.
To say Uber. You know, have you ever had an Uber where they start handing you things to like try to see how boisterous and exciting your review can be?
What do they hand you?
Oh,
Like a
I've
snack?
gotten like a whole gift basket basically.
What?
They're
No
like,
way.
pick what you would like out here. What tunes would you like? And I was like not prepared for this at all. And I'm like, no, I don't want anything. Thank you. Just drive me where I want to go.
I've only been in an Uber a couple of times, and it was never anything like that.
Oh, it's apparently very competitive in some places.
I live out in the country. We don't have Ubers. Like I'd have better luck like riding a horse to the town than I would finding an Uber.
Well, one of them, I like taking Ubers only because I might not know where I'm going and it might not be, I might take a wrong turn and go to a not safe area. Or this is going to be funny for some people. I had to drive in New York City one time.
Oh Lord, I would freak out.
And I got honked at and yelled at, and I was like, I didn't know what I was doing wrong, but apparently that's just how they communicated. Because I mentioned it to somebody else there. They're like, "Oh, that's normal. That's just them communicating." And I was like, I never want to do that again, so I ordered Ubers the whole entire time.
You know,
Until I had to leave.
I've been to New York once, and everyone there was really angry. It was nothing like the South.
Yeah, putting a Southern person in New York City is like asking for them to cry.
Like here, everybody like holds the doors open for each other. Like we're all friendly. Like everybody knows each other, and like everybody's nice. And then I go up north, and everybody's like won't even make eye contact with you.
If you do make eye contact, what are you looking at?
Yeah, it's like sorry.
I don't know that they're all that way, but it was
No,
definitely felt that way. in
I
New
am
York.
generalizing. It's all Northerners. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness. Okay. We are going down a rabbit trail. Let's go back to and see that's what happens if you don't do proper onboarding. You could go down rabbit trails.
We just lost everyone.
That was in the north.
Yep.
Or the north over there is laughing. That's what's happening because that would be very northern. Let me see.
It's like those Hicks.
Where's the? You know the I wish that they just had the gifts inside of StreamYard versus me having to like send one to you and then me bringing it over here. You know.
I know. Jesse says, "Welcome to the Dutch experience." What's the Dutch experience like?
What does that mean?
Yeah. What are the Dutch like?
That's the Northerners watching us. Okay.
All right, so let's talk about onboarding first. Let's just jump right into it. What do you think makes a great onboarding experience as a member? Like, we can talk about it as an owner later, but like as a member, how do you want to be onboarded?
I think what most people think about when they think onboarding is your auto DM or the message that you first send out. It might also be the like welcome post or the start here post or the start here classroom. I have a wild take. Where do you think I think onboarding starts?
So not the DMs, you said. Onboarding. Is it before that?
I'm just saying, like, where do you think I would say onboarding starts?
In your traffic. I don't know.
It actually starts, I think, on the about page. Okay.
Okay. Explain.
I think, and this is why, I believe that if you are bringing enough clarity on your about page, so you're setting the expectation, this is what is inside, and then they are able to join and see that what was said on the about page, this is like what's inside, and that's there, that is a good experience. If especially like you don't have to have a VSL, you don't have to have a picture of your classroom on the about page, but if you do, make sure that it is what they would be expecting for it to be. Meaning, if you have tiers, then make sure that like you take the time to like go from a member view, and it says like these ones are open, and then it's like locked behind premium are these ones, right? Not them joining thinking, oh, I get it all. There's also people that have put things on the about pages and then it just not been in there, right?
Yeah.
And there is a little bit of a difference where you might do. Some people are gonna laugh because I'm just gonna call it as it like how I see it. There are times where you can take things away from what you're doing and people not notice, like you don't make an announcement. In fact, Skool does this a lot sometimes. It's something I noticed a while back is like sometimes they'll phase things out and see if anybody says anything about it, because that is one thing that they do to continue to make it simple and to make it not like overly stuffed, right? And so that's an exception, like if you're trying to phase something out, but then you need to, if you're phasing something out to see if people even care about it, go like change it on the about page so that the new person isn't expecting to see that, right?
I haven't thought about that. That's really interesting.
So I think that's where it starts, is like setting the right expectations and the clarity from the get-go so that when they join, that's what they see.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the first step. Is setting that up on your
And-
web page. What's next?
Then we start to talk about like the DMs and the start here menu and all of that, right?
Yeah.
I think that there's a little, I don't know if I've joined a new Skool community recently that would have this. You know what? Actually, I have. Let me find it real quick. So,
While you're looking that up, Heston said everything you said about New York City is true, and this is coming from a true New Yorker.
thank you. I feel validated. All right. So, I am going to bring this photo up from a really cool community. Can you guess what community I'm going to bring it from?
Mikey's?
It's okay. From Sketch Club.
Ah, Marty.
So part of their onboarding right here, you see how when you join a brand new community, even if I've already been in like schools for a while, this is a new community to me, so I'm going to get that welcome to start here. And they have watch a 61-second intro video, which is the Skool standard one. Find a post you like and leave a comment, and then download the app, right? I believe that downloading the app, and they've kind of like looked up what the, I don't know, the stats or the data on the amount of people that will actually return to Skool if they came from off platform is way higher if they have downloaded the app. So that's like why that's a check mark kind of thing for them.
That makes sense.
And so I would want to say, like, in my DMs, now, if you have a pro community, so there's the hobby and the pro. If you're a hobby person, you have to have, like, decide already before the person joins what you want to say, right? Like, go ahead and have it saved maybe in a classroom draft or something, and have it ready for whenever you see someone join, you can go ahead and send it to them. Don't wait to try to decide what you're going to say to this person at the point of them joining, because some people have delayed welcoming someone in because of that. And I'm like, don't do that.
I got decision fatigue. I can't decide.
Isn't it like the worst time to make a decision is while you're in it?
Yes.
So I would point back in my DM. So if you're sending it out yourself, or if you're using an auto DM, even in an auto DM, you can actually like throw a loom in it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Or with Scoot, you can do like a sequence of your welcome onboarding
what's
DMs, right?
You know what's cool about Scoot? Something that I was thinking about earlier today. is you know how you can tag different members based on how they answered your membership questions? Depending on how they answered, you can send them a different auto DM. So you can have like a whole list of like 10 different auto DMs, and it'll send it to based on how they answered, which is really cool.
That is really cool.
A little complicated for like someone who, brand new to Skool. You don't necessarily need that, but like later on, it might be an option.
Now, I would point them back inside your DMs to come do this and complete it, because right here, the 61-second intro video, that is something like if you have a pro community, you can go put your own in there. I still wouldn't do it. I would let it just be the really short, quick to the point, showing them how to use the platform.
Can I make a confession?
Go ahead.
I've never watched it.
No.
I have no idea even what it is.
I've watched it, and I actually have the links to those videos so I can put them elsewhere.
Oh, nice.
I was like, I need those, and Andrew was like, here you go.
Who is it? Who is it? Kirby?
Yeah, Andrew Kirby. He sent it to me. It's not him in the video. It's just I got the links from him.
Okay.
And so if you point them back to doing these three things have been proven that they stay longer, that they're going to come back and return to the platform and all those things. That's why it's in the standard onboarding, is they're trying to help you meet all the markers of like why a person would stay, right?
So would you say in your auto DM or your regular DM, would you send them something like, make sure you download the app? Like, would you say that in there?
Oh yeah. I would say that even if I have a auto DM, I have a start here or welcome post and a start here classroom. If I have all three of those, they're all going to say, make sure that you download the app. And I'm probably going to put like a link to the app in like Apple or the Android version, because that is really, really important. In fact,
that's a great idea of having the links so they can actually click it and go to it right away.
Yeah, some people put the QR code in there too, I think.
That's a great idea.
What I'll do is, if somebody will remind me because I go through the comments afterwards, if you'll comment, share the links with me to downloading the app. If you'll say that inside the comment of the pin post, I will pin your comment up and leave the links so that you guys can just copy paste it and put in your onboarding.
Yes.
Because I can go find them. And then also, before we move on, I do want to acknowledge your cover photo and your group description right here look amazing.
Oh.
Because he said that he went ahead and changed them.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Because it used to talk about like his stuff, like what his accomplishments, but now it's more about the member.
Yep. And then he also put the start free trial little click thing.
I love it. It looks great.
Looks great. All right, so that is the onboarding that like Skool gives you. And so then we were talking about the auto DMs. Now, sometimes, and I know like it depends on which type of community you're doing. So the type of onboarding or the auto DM that I would do in what is Skool is going to not be very it's essentially going to tell them like what to expect, right?
Yeah.
Actually, I can tell you what it is, because I can click on things and go read it.
And yours it might be different than someone else's because you're already working with schoolers versus like if you're, it's a totally different kind of thing than working with somebody who's never joined Skool before.
Right. So mine is going to not be necessarily like opening up a conversation or anything, because what is Skool? We've had some people that have asked this before too. What is Skool doesn't even allow you to post. And that's because I do it blog style. It's where I'm the only one posting. That means that I can have auto approve on, so people are instantly inside the community, and I don't have to like. It's how I catch spammers and report them to Skool, right? But then I'm not going to worry about them posting, and it's public. So anything that's going to be posted within the brand, I'm not going to get necessarily sabotaged by people that were not happy that they had to get moderated at Skoolers.
Yeah.
That has happened before. So that's why it's blog style. And then mine is just like, thank you for joining this community. Being in this community means you'll understand what Skool, how it works, stay up to date with what people are actually doing on the platform, plus like networking opportunities and real actionable insights, right? Glad to have you here. So that's very like just sending a message out, not trying to start a conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
In other circumstances, you might actually want to start the conversation, right? Be
Okay.
like, so you send an onboarding DM. So whether that's like with Skool or with manually doing it or sending it out as the auto DM, you're sending it and saying like, hey, thanks for joining. What are you like? What were you excited about learning here? Or tell me a little bit about yourself. You're trying to open the ability for them to share and for you to get to know them. You're breaking the ice, basically. A lot of people, and I would not recommend doing this until maybe you have like thousands of people in your community. A lot of people just point and say, go here, go there. And that's a little bit weird because, like, imagine your first message to me is saying, it's like just pointing, like, go
Yeah.
over there and do this action, right?
Yeah.
It's not very community.
You know, I always think of it like a community, like a party. You'd be more like a bouncer. Like, go to the table over there. Like you're
Mm-hmm.
running the show. But like if it was a real party, you would open the door and be like, "Hey, how are you? What's up?"
Yeah. It's a I think that it can be okay in certain circumstances, but in this circumstance, like especially for most people, I would rather them open it up for them to say something.
Yeah. Let me read this question from Hessen real quick. I do use an auto DM, but I'd love to know your take on a welcome email series. I just launched a 4-email sequence. The first email you get a few minutes after joining, which includes a freebie and affiliate link for a free trial of MiniChat. That's awesome. That's your quick win, which we'll probably talk about in a minute. Other emails sent every other day, and the last one is sent the day after the 7-day trial ends, acknowledging some of the courses and templates are now unlocked.
So you're sending a welcome email series to their actual email. You're not saying that this is via DM, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And Scoot has that in the Skool DMs where you can do like a sequence like that. But I've not seen anyone do it like an email before. Which I wonder which one they would be more likely to open. An email or a DM.
See, you still get a message, I think, when somebody DMs you, right?
Yeah,
Unless you
but
turned it off.
a lot of times like it goes to my, like in my email, or at least in the Gmail, a lot of times it goes to the like a different inbox sort of thing.
The spam-a-lama ding-dong one?
Not spam. No, it's like the social one.
I'm looking to see where mine is going. Hold on. Like, maybe I had mine get turned off because I get so many.
Which, you know, that could be mine. Also, I very well could have turned it off because of, no, mine's going to updates. That's where mine's going. So an email sequence is maybe not a bad idea.
Oh, I just realized I was in the wrong email. I was like, where are they?
I don't got any Skool.
Like, I know I get them.
That's pretty cool. Welcome email series. I think I have heard people running into that issue where they have a niche to where your school might be the very first school that they've ever joined, which is probably most of them, to be honest.
Mhm.
Getting them into the app is really,
Yes.
really hard for some people, and getting them to actually check the app.
Yeah, that can be. If you're trying to get them to come back to the app, one of the problems that I see happening a lot is that means that you've been getting people from outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Outside of school.
Right.
So this wouldn't apply to people that are only going after schoolers and never actually doing anything about traffic, right?
Right.
But the ones that are doing that, they are still going on those places and giving them just as much, if not more, of themselves on those other platforms. It's why I really like doing mini series even if it's just like a 30-second to like 2-minute type of video or post every single day that you do, where they can get in the routine of like, I want to kind of see this, because what they're normally doing is they're wanting more access to you, like that's why they're joining.
Yeah. So basically being active in your community to get them to come back, give them the reason to come back.
Right. So what I'm thinking, like the first email you get a few minutes after joining, which includes the freebie and the affiliate link for a free trial of ManyChat Quick Wins. I do like that. I like Quick Wins. I wonder, are you tracking to see how many people are opening these? That's what I would wonder, because I know some people do not do that. And I would want to see, are you putting inside these emails for them to go back to Skool? Because if you're just giving them everything, like, I would almost say, like, the first few minutes after joining, it shouldn't include the freebie and it shouldn't include the affiliate link. I would rather see you do a Loom saying, hey, if you want to get the freebie, it's inside the community at this location. Also, you get an affiliate link for a free trial of ManyChat right here, too.
That's true, because the first thing they're doing is being taken off the app.
Yeah, the email's taking them off the app, saying that you'll send them things off the app so they don't have a reason to go back on the app. Is what I'm seeing. 7-day trial sent the day after the 7-day trial wins. Are you having people that this is goes straight into like cancellations and declines? Are you having a lot of people that decline on the 7-day trial? Because I would probably want to have something. You're saying sent every other day, so they get in at one day, so they skip a day, then they get another one. Skip a day, then they get another one. So they've gotten something on the 3rd day and on the 5th day, and then they wait a day, and then it's the day after the 7-day trial. I don't know. I would like to know what your stats are on how they're opening it and how long they're staying.
Heston says the freebie is inside Skool along with all the other links in the email. They go to the Start Here post, intro post. Okay, so like when they click that email, it takes them to Skool to get the affiliate, the free
freebie.
trial. Yeah.
Gotcha. So if it is taking them back to Skool, then I think that's good. Make sure that you recommend. I still would put it everywhere, even if you have the auto DM, even if you have the Start Here. Everywhere needs to tell them to download the app, because they're going to start getting notifications, and the notifications is usually what brings them back. Remember, like when. Not everybody's like this. My brother surely is not like this. But when you have an app that has the little dots on is it like a little square where it's like, there's so many notifications in here. There's 97 messages you haven't read, or there's a new notification pops up and it's like the number starts going up on the app.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have 1,015 notifications for Skool right now. That's fun.
Oh my gosh.
And I clear mine out, by the way, you guys. So fun times. Yeah, I would say that's gonna help just psychologically make them want to come back and look at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we talked about the DMs. I would rather see you like try to get more information out of them, because like if you start and strike up a conversation with them through your auto DMs and like the onboarding, saying find out a little bit about them, what are they into. When you do have a bigger community, you can't really do that, because then you feel like you have to have a full-on conversation with like 100 people.
Yeah,
That would be too much. Right?
It
So I would do that while you're small, and then like as you continue to grow, you can find other ways and direct them to places where they can share those things. And that is also going to give you a lot of data on what you should create, because if you ask the right questions when you're doing this onboarding and they start answering them, you'll be like, oh, I know what my next post should be. This person's interested in this. So I'm going to make a post, or my next piece of content that I make that I'm going to put in here is going to be about learning how to draw a perfect nose, right?
yes.
So it could be something where
It
they
is.
feel they're getting exactly what they were interested in, that they felt seen, heard, and remembered. Right.
Yep.
Blah, blah, blah. Cannot
So-
speak.
So we are we're at our 30-minute mark, and we're just on onboarding. So I don't know if we're gonna get to.
Cancellations and declines don't take that long.
Okay.
So we're just gonna like speed run those
Okay.
real quick. So for cancellations, what do you think you're supposed to do?
Send them an angry DM saying, "How dare you cancel this? I'm perfect. There's no reason for you to cancel." I'm gonna take it personally.
Actually, some people do take it personally, and even if you take it personally, you have to have that like emotional regulation, breathe in, breathe out, and then look at it from a professional standpoint, because cancellation is a really good feedback for you. It might have nothing to do with you, right? You could just send them a message and be like, "Hey, just wanted to let you know, I noticed that you went ahead and canceled. No hard feelings or anything. I just would like to know, like, what was your reason for canceling? Was there something that you were expecting for there to be inside the community, or is there something that would have like helped you want to stay?"
Yeah.
Like, and just get that information. Be like, okay, and it might be where you would be interested and be like, "You're right, I really should add that. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now before you even leave the community. That way you can get that value." And that's how I would do it, and then see whether or not they want to stay, right?
Yeah, they might change your mind.
Yeah. And okay, so that's how you could treat a cancellation if you want to get that feedback. I'm going to say that there's going to be different times. Like, as a business owner, you have to decide, do you have the time and the capacity to handle hearing people say things that are not necessarily the most positive? Like, are you in a place where you can take the time and the capacity to have that full-on conversation of like why somebody would cancel? If you don't have the capacity, like you're too maxed out on everything you're doing, give yourself a break. And if people cancel, they cancel. Don't take it personally, and just keep doing your best. And when you get to a point where you have time to do it, because you can always message a churned member too. Like, if you still want that feedback, it might not save that person from canceling and leaving if you wait until they're churned, right? Sometimes you can get a churned member back, but just give yourself the grace to not overload yourself with maybe negative opinions or feedback, even if it's constructive feedback that you just don't have the capacity to take on.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
What if the feedback that they give you don't agree with? Like, what if the reason why they canceled, it's like, okay, well, I'm not going to change that. How do you know if the feedback is good feedback?
Sometimes, like, if you get your 10 true regulars, you can maybe talk to one of them and say, like, "Hey, someone mentioned that this should probably be a thing. I'm not sure what my stance is on it, but I would love to hear your thoughts," right? So you can ask somebody that you trust what they think. Be like, either way, like, if you say, "No, this isn't a good idea," no problem. I would love to hear that. You could say, "This is a great idea, but I would love to hear, like, why."
Yeah.
And sometimes feedback that you get from people too is like they're expecting you to create something that you weren't agreeing to create in the first place. So
Right.
it'd be, if you're saying like, what would you reply to that? I would just say, like, "Thank you for the feedback. I really appreciate you taking the time to send that to me." And then that's
Let it
it.
go.
I'm not gonna change shit.
Because that would, I mean, I've heard situations where people will change everything they're doing because of a few turned members, and actually the people that do enjoy what they're doing start not liking it because everything's changing.
No. I don't really it's hard for me to relate to that because nobody's going to tell me what to do. That's the entrepreneur spirit. It's like, I can ask for advice and feedback, but I am also going to take the time to like test things out and then see like, what do I actually want? I know that there are personalities out there though that would take feedback and possibly have that happen. And I have to ask you, Like, if I'm talking to those people, why are you doing this? Right? Like, why are you building a business? And I think a lot of people say and experience imposter syndrome, right? And Alex has a crazy wild take
Oh
on
man,
it.
that blew my mind. What he said the other day about imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
We'll
You
talk
want to
about
share
that.
really quick?
Sure, I can
just
tell
a
it.
brief overview.
Yeah, so Alex is talking about how if you haven't, and like it's very very blunt. If you have imposter syndrome, then basically it means that you don't have enough proof that you can actually do what you're saying you're doing. Basically, you're lying. If you have imposter syndrome, then you're lying to everyone, because you should have enough proof built up to where you know you can do it. And I don't know. Am I explaining this well?
Yeah, it's hard to say because I don't know
It's hard
that
to
I
say.
agree with it.
It's hard to say it without sounding like an asshole.
Yeah. And Alex doesn't care if it comes off that way, which is great for him. For me, when I'm trying to say this is like, I think that there are people that experience the feeling of imposter syndrome, but it might not be about what they're trying to do. Like they might feel like an imposter by trying to teach something because they've never taught something. Like they feel an imposter
Yes.
as being a teacher.
Agreed. I think that's the nuance that he missed.
Right. His was more blanketed. Like, if you feel like an imposter, it's because you are an imposter.
Yeah,
How
you're
dare
a
you.
liar.
Yeah.
You're lying to everyone.
I love watching his stuff because it's like he just says it and you're like, dang. You know? So if people are like giving you feedback that you feel like you have to change something and you're questioning it, remember that like it's okay for what you first created to not be the final version, because you do want feedback. You do want it to become something that the people want. So you could even put it as a poll. You don't even have to just message like the 10 true regulars. You could say, hey, someone mentioned that this would be something that they would like. And if it doesn't make you cringe, or if it doesn't make you go like, oh, I don't even want to be here anymore, right? Like, I don't want to do this. Because like, what if, for example, Eric, everybody told you that they wanted group calls. You'd be like,
Sorry.
hell no.
Sorry, I'm not doing to do it.
Yeah, you're like, I'm not doing group calls at all. So you wouldn't want to be the person that like goes, hey, does everybody want group calls? And then they all say yes. And you're like, well, I hate my life now and I'm not going to do this community anymore.
I'll put up a link. Y'all can have them.
Yeah. Y'all have fun on your group call. So funny. So you got to make sure it's something that you would want. But if you would be okay with doing it, then just put it up for the community. And the cool thing that happens when you allow the community to help make that decision is that they are going to feel like a type of ownership. They're going to feel like it's their space too, which is only going to have them want to be more involved, right?
Yeah.
So, declines.
Hard declines.
A lot of times, like, we live in a new time frame where people can turn off their cards, just FYI. Like, you
Yeah.
can go into your banking app and turn off your card. There has been a lot of advice to turn off cards when you're not actually going to be using it, so that you don't have to go into the whole someone stole my money, right?
Right.
Because that's never fun. And so they may be declining because they turn off their card unless they remember that something's going to happen. Also, sometimes, jumping back to cancellations, if someone joins on a 7-day free trial and immediately cancels, don't assume that's a cancel.
Yeah.
They could just cancel because they're like, oh, if I'm joining a 7-day free trial, I don't want to be the sucker that like forgot about it and then I pay and I wasn't sure, right? So you can reach out to them and be like, hey, I noticed you joined the 7-day free trial and you went ahead and canceled. Are you already sure that this is not a community that you want to be in? Or like, did you not see the value within like a few minutes of being in here? Because I really want to make sure that you like know how to get the value out of this, right? So that's how I would handle that. Some people will remove them. Like they'll message them and be like, "Hey, did you mean to cancel?" And then they're like, "Yeah, I didn't. I'm just in here for the 7-day free trial," and they will actually just remove them. I don't know how I feel about that. I'd still like to give them a couple of days chance to try to get in there. But to go back to declines, right? So this could be a decline on a 7-day free trial or a decline just on their regular membership, okay? When that happens, I don't have an example I can show you because it would show their card information and who it is.
Right.
But you can, let me see if it's in the help center real quick. You can go ahead and nice. We are about to do something real quick. I'm just gonna share screen, and I don't care if there's too many tabs open. Okay. So I'll share. No, just go to the help center and figure it out for yourself. Haha. So I'll be nice. I just put decline, and it says how to check credit card declines for your members inside Skool Help Center, and it will show you. So you click on their membership. It says declined. You can come over here, and then you click on the blue, and it will tell you the reason why it declined, right?
Oh,
So
cool.
before you message them, you could know if it's like insufficient funds. I don't know if what it actually says when the card is off. It could say insufficient funds, or it could be that the bank blocked it, right? So if that's the case, you could just reach out to them. I wouldn't be like, "Hey, it says it's insufficient funds," because that would be very like not fun to hear. Like, "Hey, your card says," and it's like, "No, I have money in there."
Hey, you're broke.
Yeah, you don't want to go back and forth with them on like whatever the reason was. You just say, "Hey, I noticed that your card declined for the membership," and you'll probably see like a red banner at the bottom, and you can fix that. You can fix the decline at any time by going within your membership, and in fact, it may even show that they can do that.
Do you get a notification when this happens? Or no?
Members are going to see an error message on their end while signing up or changing plans. They'll also see it in the reporting. I don't see. But they can you can manually retry the charge yourself. Or you could ask them like if they want to try to recharge it. I don't see where it says if they get an email.
This is like the number one use case of Scoot, is that they auto DM when a card declines.
I like that that part of Skool. I don't know if they get an email. You could ask that inside Schoolers, and I'm sure one of us will just it'll be me. I'll have to figure it out.
Let me get more work for you.
You can ask in Schoolers, and that would actually help more people too. And then I will go find out the answer for sure. But yeah, you could just message them and just say, "Hey, wanted you to let you know," and you'll probably see a banner at the bottom that like your card's declined. And I can either retry it for you, or you can click on it manually and retry it so that you could have your payment go through.
Yeah, you can save a lot of money from people accidentally leaving, because I'm sure a lot of people they don't want their card to decline. They've signed up for a reason.
Yeah, and Skool will automatically keep trying that card. So you don't have to worry like as far as like it's declined, why aren't they yeeted out? Well, they don't want to just like yeet somebody out immediately. They want to give them a chance, and so that's why you have that countdown, so you still have a little bit of time to try to get them to stay.
Yeah. Well, cool. This was a good episode. You got any other tips, or is that gonna call it for today?
No, I am gonna miss you guys though. It's gonna be weird since tomorrow is gonna be our first pre-recorded live, and then we're gonna have it until next Friday pre-recorded. So I'm gonna miss the morning routine of y'all, like coming and hanging out with you guys. So
We're still gonna be here.
We did do some really good episodes for y'all.
Yes, the ones that we pre-recorded are very, very good, if y'all can still comment over the next tomorrow and the next few days, because we will do an episode next week where we look at all the comments and answer some questions and pop stuff up on screen, and it'll be fun.
Do we want to tell them what's been pre-recorded?
We could, yeah. We could,
Okay.
yeah.
So tomorrow is going to be obviously like the recap of like what was going on in Schoolers.
Yes.
So that's going to stick with schedule. And then Monday we did review hunting. So we went around looking for reviews that people have left.
Yes. We found some 5-star reviews, found some 1-star reviews.
Fatality.
And then on Tuesday we talked about the freemium post that I had made. So we talked about like some different stuff about freemium.
Yep.
Wednesday was pretty fun.
Oh
we
my
talked
gosh.
about
This is the best show.
tips and tricks for school.
This one is, I guarantee you, in that tips and tricks episode, you will learn something.
Unless you work for school.
Unless
You might.
you'll learn at least one thing, because there's some stuff that even I didn't know, and I've been on school for like 2.5 years.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
That's Wednesdays.
And Thursday we did what would you do for $20 MRR?
Yep. This was an interesting one too. We tried a new format, and that we might end up sticking with for later episodes. This was another really good one.
We talked about like what you would do for $20 a month, what I would do, and then you threw some like scenarios my way, which then
Yeah.
I was like, give me more details about these scenarios.
Yeah. It was really cool.
And-
I'm going to do more like that, and then we'll be back.
And then we'll be doing a look back. And if you want to be in those thumbnails, we will be going back on Friday and adding new thumbnails to all the past recorded ones. So
Yep. But yeah, thanks everybody for
Very
hanging out with us.
fun.
I got a song for us.
yeah, boy.
Let's see what it sounds like. We'll all hear it together. Let's play it.
So sorry you got a card decline. It's okay, you'll get them next time. Cancellations suck, you churned another one. But you'll learn a lot about why they're done. Your onboarding gotta be good. Get them a quick win just like you should. Thanks for watching the show, it has been fun. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay, we're done. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.